no real evidence to support their claims. Ancient wisdom should always be a red flag. Confirmation bias is what we call our tendency to remember events that coincide with our beliefs and don't take notice of events that don't. This is why you can walk out of an hour-long session with a psychic who asked 200 questions, made 300 probing guesses, of which maybe 10 were close to meaningful, and say, "Wow, she knew everything about me." Many hospital workers think that a full moon means a crazy night in the ER. They all remember those crazy nights when there was a full moon, thus confirming the belief. But they tend to forget the crazy nights when there wasn't a full moon. The data shows that full moon nights are no busier than any other, but we believe the myth because of confirmation bias. Many people will often confuse correlation with causation. If you happened to take an herbal supplement around the same time your cancer went into remission, you're likely to think the supplement caused the remission. We confuse correlation with causation. Here's a valid correlation. People who eat a lot of rice tend to have black hair. I think we can all come up with perfectly logical reasons why these two things happen to go together, but fortunately, I don't think too many of us think one causes the other. Here's another valid correlation. Autistic children are often diagnosed shortly after receiving their regular vaccinations. The reason for this correlation is simply that vaccination age just happens to be about the same age that autism symptoms become apparent. But many people have wrongly drawn a causal relationship, and look at all the trouble that's resulted. Some people are actually preventing their children from getting vaccinated due to a lack of critical thinking and irresponsible promotion of alarmism and misinformation by the media. Correlation is not necessarily causation. A red herring is a distraction from following a logical line of evidence. In the old days, if a bloodhound was on your trail, it was believed that dragging a red herring across your path would distract the bloodhound off your scent. Red herrings, therefore, are irrelevant pieces of information thrown into an argument to distract you from the real topic. Red herrings are a favorite of conspiracy theorists. If you listen to the people who try to convince us that September 11th was perpetrated by our own government, their evidence consists of virtually nothing but red herrings. Who crashed the planes into the buildings? Well, Dick Cheney had business interests in the Middle East. Maybe so, but who crashed the planes into the buildings? Well, the leaseholder had an insurance policy on his skyscrapers. Maybe so, but who crashed the planes into the buildings? George Bush's younger brother Marvin was a principal in a security company, and the World Trade Center was one of their clients. Maybe so, but who crashed the planes into the buildings? Brian Dunning visited the World Trade Center only 2 years before they collapsed. And isn't it interesting that he did a podcast episode debunking 9/11 conspiracy claims? Red herrings. These are irrelevant distractions that do not in any way address the point under discussion. They merely have the appearance of relevance because some of the names or places are the same. Be on the lookout for them, and be the bloodhound that keeps his nose on the trail. Don't follow the red herring. While we're on the subject of conspiracy theorists, let's talk about their other favorite device. It's called proof by verbosity, and it consists of laying out huge volumes of information, more claims and allegations on more subjects about more people and ideas than anyone could ever possibly respond to. Such a blizzard of information gives the appearance of being comprehensive and thoroughly researched. If they have all that amazing amount of evidence, their claim must be true. But it's not the quantity of information that matters, it's the quality of information. You can stack cow pies as high as you want. They won't turn into a bar of gold. Pointing out that the evil government fluoridates our water supply does not support the claim that a particular brand of magically ionized water cures cancer. It makes no difference whether it's true or not, it's irrelevant. Piling on red herring after red herring will never amount to useful evidence. Pay attention, and soon you'll run into another claim supported with proof by verbosity. It might be another conspiracy theory. It might be an advertisement for a new type of water with medicinal properties. It might be an herbal product claiming to detoxify your body. Look at all the wild claims they make and take careful note of how